What up, TikTok, YouTube, Instagram? We're going to be working on this section of the layout next. This whole area right here. Okay? Some of the existing structure of the last second level is still there I'm using. I'm just adding on to it. Okay? So this is what I did. This is a half-inch board right here that was here on the second level that I built out of scrap. I framed it out with those I-beams. See that I-beam right there? I framed it out. The dimensions inside of that I-beam is a half-inch. All right, so it slides right on that half-inch of plywood, that half-inch plywood just like that. Also, this trussel right here is a half-inch. I slid it right onto that half-inch plywood. All right, so with structural support in there. I don't know if you guys can see that the tenon is in there. And also the tenon from this I-beam right there is also inside of that trussel area down there. I also put a column underneath here. I put a column underneath back there. Okay? These I-beams get connected to this trussel. And then these I-beams right here get connected to that trussel back there. Okay? Gets connected to this trussel, which is also connected onto this half-inch plywood. That trussel right here, it has a slide inside of there. It fits right inside of there. Let me see if I can show you guys what I'm talking about. The phone can go up under there. You see the slots? Okay, it's in there. It's structural support. The tenons are inside of there. Okay, giving it structural support. So we're going to be working on this area over here. This back area right here is a slope. The train comes up on the grade. Right, so that's why I'm not changing that area over there. I'm just adding I-beams on there. I'm going to frame it out with I-beams and connect them and everything. I like the engineering operation that I did with that back level, you understand, as far as leaving this half-inch there and putting this I-beam on there. And like I said, this slot right here, it fits right into this half-inch back there, framed it out. Okay, and it just comes off there, but these I-beams hook into there, into this trussel down over there. Okay, so everything is going according to plan. This area got to be painted, straightened up, and everything like that back there. Okay, so that's the layout update. This trussel's right over here. I didn't connect these I-beams in there. They slide into those trussels there. I'm just waiting to line everything up back here. And then I'm going to, this everything right here, this can move. This still can move and everything. This is not connected on to over there yet. Actually, we can just move that down. Okay, move that over. Okay, you see these tenons right here? They go inside of those trussels right over there. And like I said, this piece right here, I like how I connected it on there. Let me see if I can give you guys a better example of what I'm talking about. You see how it goes into that plywood? That half-inch, it goes inside of there. And also this I-beam, move this over. This I-beam goes inside of that trussel. Goes in there. Okay? Goes in there. The I-beam goes inside of that trussel over there. Okay, so it's structural support over there, okay? I'm the engineer in this back situation here. I sat over here and looked at it and figured out what I had to do and executed the building over there. And I'm still in the process of building, but I like how I got the operation going. Okay? Like I said, I could take this whole piece out, it's not connected, this whole thing out and work on the workbench. Okay? So that's what we're doing. You see the lip over here? It's overlapping a 1/4 inch over this 1/4 inch plywood. That's good. This is structural support. This is sturdy on here, okay? Everything is sturdy. And then these I-beams right here go inside of these trussels right over there. See that? They go inside of there. And they go inside over here. Okay, and then these trusses right here, they're gonna go inside of there. Okay, and then these trusses here, I'm gonna do something. I gotta do some cutting out and put another one of these on here and do that. But this was part of the existing second level that I made out of scrap. The trains was running fine around here for like around 2 years, just scrap. So this is just the remainder of the second level. Everything else I tore down of the second level of the scrap, and I rebuilt it. So that's a memorial of the old level. That piece right there, that 1/2 inch plywood and that 1/2 inch there. I'm gonna put an I-beam here coming across here. Here, let me show you how this works, guys. Let's give you an example. Let's give you a good example right now. See this I-beam right here? It's a 1/2 inch in between there, right? I could just easily put that on there like that, okay? See that? Easy, it slips on there. Okay, here's a better example. It slips on there. You see that? Slips on there. Actually, I have to put it on there. I have to put a strip there, there. That's more work. I have to do that. But this is a remainder of the second level of what I built out of scrap, and it's going to stay on there. I'm just going to frame it out with those I-beams. Stay tuned.